What's up, everybody? It's Soren Baker here on Unique Access. We're talking about the best albums, and today got Dane joining us to talk about Naughty by Nature's debut album. Also
That's
called
right, Naughty by Nature.
Yeah.
That's right. And I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to let you know the 25th anniversary this year.
Congratulations,
yes.
Treach, Vinny, and KG, and Queen Latifah.
And Queen Latifah, because she found him.
Yes, we need to bring this up because one thing that when I got the album and I started studying it and listening to it back then, I was just stunned that Queen Latifah was bringing them out. Not because, I understood the New Jersey connection and all that, but Queen Latifah had a certain air and a persona.
Yeah, it was very more clean cut. Right.
And then you go and you listen to this album and Treach is like cutting heads off, like having all kinds of wild sex, and like I was like, whoa, this is Queen Latifah's bringing this out.
Yeah.
So for you, did that throw you off at all, like off the top, or?
You know what? I just thought about the New Jersey connection, really, for the most part, and I guess a little bit of who these hardcore dudes coming out of Jersey with Queen Latifah. I like, all right, the Queen got some thug in her, so that's what it was.
Man. Dana Owens, baby.
Yes. But when I heard the cats, the first thing I heard was O.P.P, of course. And the flow kind of reminded me, and I don't know why, and maybe it's just me, but the flow to me reminded me of Lick the Balls, Slick Rick Lick the Balls. Yeah, so to me, it was like he kind of channeled Slick Rick's Lick the Balls type of flow, but did his own thing. And later to me set up Crisscross's flow to me, So.
Well, definitely. But with O.P.P, one of the things that always stood out to me about that song, beyond the Jackson 5 sample and all that stuff, which obviously made it very successful. Mm-hmm. But at this point, this is 1991, and we'd seen a lot of great rap that had big singles as far as flows with Big Daddy Kane and obviously Public Enemy, Boogie Down Productions, Slick Rick, etc. yourself. But what Treach did was he took kind of the tongue-twisting, multi-syllabic, crazy flow.
What's that word?
Syllabic.
Ooh, I like that. Syllabic. I got a new word. I'm put that with monolithic.
But Treach did this on a single. Like we had heard it on album cuts more so and songs that didn't get as big as O.P.P. So for you as an artist and as a fan, when you heard Treach like being so intricate on a song that was like a super smash, like what did that mean to you?
So, first of all, the thing that jumped out to me, like I said, was the flow. It reminded me of Lick the Balls, but then it was the whole title was ingenious, you know, because O.P.P could mean anything and everything. And then, of course, I'm more partial to story rhymes. That's just my thing. Right. And it was a story rhyme inside of that as well to me, because he's talking about the girl and, you shouldn't have came over if you didn't want to get it in type of thing. You know what this is about. It's like telling the world, like, listen.
You know what's going down.
You know what's going down. You got yours, I got mine, but we doing this right now. And
keep it on the hush.
Right. So I thought that was ingenious, the whole idea of that, because people have been running around and cheating forever, but now it was a record that spoke to it, and it was like the new.
And it was endorsing it.
Yeah, it was endorsing it. It's the new Creep song, like. You down with O.P.? Look, that's like the new rap thing. Hey, I know you got a man, but down with O.P.P. Yes.
Right. And I always thought it was hilarious how they put it on the girl's butt on the video.
Yeah.
I was like...
So they started a whole movement with that, and they started an even bigger movement that we weren't even aware of, as they started building out their next songs, because they soon became known for being the party anthem cats.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Which I think is very intriguing, because when you actually listen to the Naughty by Nature album, it's very hardcore. It's very like...
Yeah.
Treach especially is like just going in. Wickedest Man Alive. All these songs, like he's just...
Yeah, Guard Your Grill. Knuckle Up, Guard Your Grill. It's like, yo, we coming for y'all. So I loved that album. I met them in actually in 1991.
Okay.
When they first came out. We was down in Philadelphia. It was Greek...
Greek Fest?
Yeah, Greek Fest down in Philadelphia, and we all were staying at the same hotel, and we were playing a celebrity basketball game, and it was a concert as well. And that was the first time I met Treach, KG, and they was raw then, you know.
Okay.
They was raw bats, chains with the machetes, raw with the
those big like links.
Yeah, well, he wasn't even wearing. It wasn't even a gold link. It was a.
I'm talking about
the chain.
Links, the chain, like Black Snake.
Yeah, you lock your bike up.
Yeah.
You know, chain link with a padlock on the front. So, but when I met them, they was, you know, what I always say about, and even, you know, I came out in '85, and it was 1991.
Right.
I say this about Treach and Vinny and KG. They always show love to the people who came before them. You know, when they put out O.P.P, I mean, I guess it was later on, but they gave, I guess, a little
foreshadowing.
Yeah, foreshadowing with, you know, guard your grill, knuckle up. You know what I mean? Even with
but then they had the Ghetto Bastards.
Yeah, the Ghetto Bastards. See, that song was my favorite song, actually.
And I think it's one of the best songs on the album.
Yeah, it's not the best song on the album. Right. You know what I mean? It's one of their best songs ever to me. Even though people don't give it as much love as Hip Hop Parade or O.P.P. or Uptown Anthem from the next albums or whatever like that. But Ghetto Bastard, it really rang true to me because it talked to, and you know, that was the time in hip hop when cats were really reaching inside from where they were coming from and telling their story of where they were coming from. And to me, it made me like, word? Is that tough in Jersey? You know what I mean? Because I didn't know really. You know?
The other thing that's intriguing about this is the timeline of it all, because obviously with the rap getting it started in New York and having the golden era and all the amazing artists that came out in that era, but then you come to the West Coast and you have the gangster rap explosion after Schoolie D, Boogie Down Productions, Just Ice, and West Coast Transplant Ice-T, of course, came out. Then you had the LA explosion with N.W.A. and all the other affiliated acts that came out soon thereafter. But then Naughty by Nature comes from New Jersey, and they have a song like Ghetto Bastard, which is really, in a lot of ways, I would say a gangster rap record in the sense of what he's talking about in the hood. And like, if you haven't been to the ghetto, don't ever come to the ghetto.
Yeah, I mean, the whole setup for that song was dope, and the hook was incredible as well. You know, everything gonna be all right. Yeah, that, you know, it was just like mesmerizing when I first heard that joint, man. And while everybody was still rocking O.P.P, I had Everything Gonna Be Alright on rotation. And that's what I told him when I first met him out there. I was like, yo, that's my joint right
now,
there.
what about the juxtaposition of it? Because on Ghetto Bastard, he's talking about all these terrible things and bad things and rough, but then the chorus is like totally opposite of that. So as a songwriter, conceptually, what did you take away from that?
I think he doing what most rappers do, or at least that's what I was doing. Like when I was writing my songs, I always was projecting what I wanted my life or my career or the outcome to be. And I think even though he told the story of coming up hard and it's crazy, don't come around here, he like, but you know, guess what? Everything gonna be all right at the end of the day, because we gonna make it, because we stronger than whatever else is going on around us. So, you know, I think that's the foundation of hip hop. Even though it can be the worst thing ever, we always trying to figure out how we can motivate and uplift somebody through our music, even when we saying the worst shit ever, you know? So, that's what I love about hip hop, man. You know, you can always get some inspiration from it. And I think that's one of the most inspirational songs that they've done though, you know, that I recall from any of the albums, but I know it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, man. So looking back, since it is 25 years, what do you think is the legacy of the Naughty by Nature album?
I think the legacy of that album is what it set up for the future. You know what I mean? It gave you a taste of their genius for making dope hooks.
Right.
And then having intelligent, multi-level lyrics and stories. And then later on, it showed you, guess what? We the anthem kings. That's what we're gonna end up being. Because when you go to their shows, it's like a non-stop party with their hands up, and you know, Treach is one of the most livest cats on stage. They're doing the 25th anniversary tour. I haven't seen a show this year, but I'm going to get it in because I got to be a part of that, you know, for the 25th anniversary. So their legacy is going to be going down as, you know, one of the greatest party anthem writers and just one of the dopest groups ever to come out of New Jersey.
Absolutely.
You know? So.
And that's why it's one of the best albums, Naughty by Nature, 25th anniversary, self-titled album, joined by Dane. Thanks for coming through, sir.
Peace.